well, hold on, pause.
Bad traffic ain't a waste of time. When you were there to hold my hand, but I've had it with the 405 since you said I'd missed my last chance. But I know that you've been asking about.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, my name is Peyton. This is my little corner of the internet, and it has been a long time since I've seen you guys. I have been a little busy. First of all, you can tell from the shirt, I am currently 21 weeks pregnant. You really can't tell all that much. I have a little belly, little tiny bit, but that's about it. Also, this is the last week of dental school for me ever. I graduate a week from Thursday. I get my hood a week from Wednesday. So this is my last week seeing patients at the dental school, my last week of anything at the dental school. And yeah, so I figured I would pick up the camera and we could film a little week in my life to celebrate the last week of school ever, because I did film my first week of dental school ever and a lot of the memories in between. Also, to add to the craziness, this is Charles's first week of finals, so he is currently in a final right now, and we also move on Saturday. So in the next 2 weeks, we finish school, graduate, have our graduation party, we move. Like I said, Jasper is getting his first round of treatment today. So kind of like general updates for each of us. Yeah, me, pregnant, that's a pretty big update. Poor Jasper, we found out about 2 months ago that he has heartworms, despite the fact that we have him on prevention and stuff. So he's been 2 months of like not active treatment, and then today he got his first round of the injection. He's getting the first round of his injection, so we dropped him off this morning at 7:15. But yes, I did show you guys this. I have been back into my planning grind. I've been loving it. And so I have the undated daily, which honestly, I know some people prefer when a planner is dated. I still use it every single day, but I like it because then it's only 6 months, so it's not as big. Because that was my biggest issue when I used the daily before, is personally I don't like having like, I mean, like this is 6 months, so double that would be a year. And I just really didn't love how huge it was. I felt like it really was just like too much for me. So 6 months is honestly like perfect. So far this morning I've gotten kind of ready-ish. And then I went ahead and we woke up at 6 so we could give Jasper his meds, and then we dropped him off at 7:15. And then Charles, he has a final at 8 or 8:30. He couldn't remember what time, so thankfully we got him there by like 7:50. To go over to-do list, well, we've done this in a while, let's pop up the to-do list. We need to do our workout. I have been following the, let me back up, I don't want to bend over. We've been following the Movement Club second trimester plan very loosely. I have been pretty bad about it with all the moving stuff, but I'd like to do it again this week, so we have that. Now we have probably like 80 to 90% of everything packed. So this week is when we're starting like the cleaning phase and like the final packing phase before we have the U-Haul on Friday. We're very lucky that we got, well, lucky, we planned well, however you want to say it. We got the keys to our new place April 1st. So every week we've been slowly moving some things up. But on Saturday, Charles has some buddies coming over that are going to help us load everything up, which is going to be very, very nice. But yeah, so today we're deep cleaning the office and the living room, and then we're packing up all like the miscellaneous things in the living room that are still out and about. We've already done that for the office. And then we just have our daily little clean. And then we're going to get a signature on my checkout sheet. I already did that. I already unpacked my bag from this weekend when I was in Omaha. And then, yeah, we have a couple of walks we're going on, one with my friend Farah, one with Charles, hopefully. We'll pick up Jasper whenever they give us the phone call, which, speaking of, I want my phone ringer on. I normally have classes Monday morning, but we like wrapped up everything, so we don't have them this morning. So I just am assisting a friend at 1, and that'll wrap up at like 3 or so. And then yes, then I'll do my stretches that I've been trying to do every night to prep for childbirth, because that's like 130 days away, which is crazy.
If I tried though to get you back, would you let me? It might take some time to change your mind, but maybe everything we can make it right. This take me back in your eyes, blinking at me like a caution light. I wonder if you see it. I don't really need a single other reason to make it mine. It might take some time.
Okay, you guys, I'll give you a little update of where we're at. It is currently 1:34, and my friend that I'm supposed to assist, she doesn't actually need me, so she said that I can just hang out at home, and then if she ends up needing me, she will text me and I can head up to the school. So I'm gonna give you a rundown of everything we did, and then we will go from there. We're not gonna put that stuff away because Gomer likes to sleep on that every day. That'll be perfect. But we've tackled all the textbooks that were there, except for obviously the one that Charles needs. This is a pile of everything that is ready for the move. That's the stuff that obviously we can't take yet. That is also part of the move, but I wasn't gonna move those. Yeah. And then, yeah, this is all Gomer's stuff. Kitchen has not done anything. This is the only bowl we have left, so this is how Charles had to eat his ramen.
Yeah, I ate salad out of it, and then I ate ramen out of it. It was worth it.
And then the office we have made so much progress in. Charles moved the bookshelves out just so that they weren't in here anymore. These are all boxes to move. That's all of like our moving stuff. And then that's all stuff to move. This is all part of the move, but we like cleaned, dusted. So the office is officially done. It's kind of just a holding ground for things that are ready to be moved and for our moving stuff. Like I've been doing labels. So we packed up those textbooks. I packed up like all the random miscellaneous stuff. Those are both for dishes, and then that's more workout weights and stuff. On Wednesday, Charles has a mediation he's going to after his final. And since he'll be
like a real mediation that like matters.
Yes, like
his just arbitrarily measuring my grade.
Is like his actual like career. Long story short, some of that stuff is going to get moved out, and then after the trip on Wednesday, the next time that we are in Omaha is with the U-Haul with all of our stuff. So yes, very scary. Do you want to give your updates for the day?
You kind of covered most of mine. Had an exam, went fine. Forgot the statute of limitations for one thing, which one of the multiple choice was kind of, it wasn't really multiple choice. It was like, it was less like A, B, C, pick the one that's right and then explain the other ones. It's kind of like this aspect, A or B, this aspect, A or B, and then you explain
your
each
logic.
Aspect. Yeah, which was fine. I think I definitely saved myself some points just because I'm like, a lot of them were kind of like wishy-washy because I'm like, this is how I'm looking at it. And if you're looking at it like this is how it works. Mm-hmm. So that was fine. There was just a few of those, like 3 or 4. And then there was an essay question, which I started with first, which was smart. Yeah, but you guys don't need to know the details of employment discrimination.
They love the details of employment discrimination.
Yeah, it was fine. Felt all caffeinated up, ready to go.
And I told them that we were worried that you were showing up 10 minutes before it started, but you actually were showing up 40 minutes. Go team.
We can go.
We're gonna pray that I'm not needed at the school anytime in the next... Oh my god, I forgot the biggest update.
Oh, yeah,
we got
Jibby.
The call. Jibby did good. They said that he is just starting to wake up. They did have to sedate him a little bit just because he's a wiggly boy, which we kind of expected.
Yeah.
But they said that they called at like 12:30 and he is waking up. And they said at 3 o'clock we should be good to come get him. So it's 1:45. 3 o'clock-ish is also when I know that I'm not going to be needed for a patient at the school. So then I can like fully not, because like right now I kind of have to stay at the house because the house is close enough that I can get to the school if I'm needed. But I don't have to do that after 3 o'clock, so then we can go get him. And then we'll start his little recovery process. Our little guy is back. Well, he's been back for like 3 hours now. He does not know how to feel, as you can tell by the We put him in his kennel and he took a little bit of a nap because he was very drugged still.
He is still very
He is very drugged. But he finally, for a while, he was not interested in eating. And so we let him just nap it off. And then he just ate his full dinner and his meds. And now we brought him in here so he can lay down with me. Since he's so drugged, he's not really in the, Oh, don't fall off the bed. Oh, sweet boy. But since he's so drugged, he won't be running around, so we don't have to worry about limiting his space. Oh. But yeah, so I'm just going to trap myself in here with him, and then Charles will be out with Gomer, because we don't want them riling each other up. Okay guys, we are just chilling in bed. We are mutually plunking our own things. Charles just felt the baby move for the first time.
It was very exciting.
Like the first official real time.
Sure.
There's a moment where he's like, "Baby, that was."
But this is for
But
real.
this time she was
For real.
She was kicking.
I'm a change of mind, I know. I wish I never let you go. If I took you for a top-down drive, just you and me and an empty road, maybe I can make it cross your mind. Jump back in, baby, go, go, go.
Okay, you guys, it is Tuesday now. As you guys saw, I did my little workout this morning. I have been following the Movement Club's second trimester. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday. But yes, so I've been doing that, and today was a second trimester lower body sculpt. It's kind of been a little bit different because I put all of my weights and my like workout bands and all my stuff is like packed away because obviously we move so soon. But the good part is you can still get a decent burn. And besides, I have, you know, baby, so I have a little extra weight on me anyways. But yes, so I did that, showered obviously, and then I was gonna get right into packing up the bathroom, except it is so cold in our house. So cold. So I need a few minutes. So I'm giving myself 15 minutes to watch YouTube and work on my planner while I warm up. And then we will get to the packing of everything today. But yes, that's where we're at. I am going to check in with you guys once we get that done. So I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. As you can tell, someone's feeling much better today. Aren't you, mister? Look at that tail go. Well, if it was going. He is still on activity restriction, but...
He's not on cheese steak restriction.
Yes, so we're giving him just a little bit of open space time. And then if he starts to get too rowdy, then we will put him back away. Do you want to give your updates?
Hi, I'm working on my study.
In this, well, I guess even in real life, your blanket matches your shirt, so it looks like you're wearing just a really long dress. And Gomer is still away, so he doesn't work up Jibby. So he is meowing. And I'm going to brush my hair, and then we're going to pack the extra things in the bathroom that we don't need. It's Friday. I don't even know if I talked to you guys at all yesterday. You have the book. It's also the last day we live in Lincoln ever.
Wow.
I feel confident saying that. Yes, so today we have to take care of all the last minute packing things. I have my last day of school. We have the superlative night tonight from 6 to 8. So, and then we have to pick up the U-Haul at like between 6:30 and 7 tomorrow.
Bright and early.
So fun. But yeah, we'll try and take you along for most of it. We'll see. The actual like moving vlog over the weekend might be a different vlog.
Who's to say?
We'll see. I feel like I filmed a lot at the beginning of the week, not so much the end of the week. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I technically took today off because I didn't want to get a patient. However, I do want to go to school because it's my last day ever. So I think my friend is seating a crown, which typically is a lot easier with help. So I think I'm going to help her do that. And then we're also going to take photos in our clinic gowns one more time, because I don't know if we have any photos in our clinic gowns. And then hopefully I'll be done by like 9:30 or 10, then I can skedaddle. And then come back and we can start our giant to-do list.
Oh, I know that you've been asking about me. If I tried though to get you back, would you let me? Oh, it might take some time to change your mind. Maybe everything we can make it right. Just take me back in your eyes, blinking at me like a caution light.
Mr. Gooey, is it moving day? Officially moving day. Here, let's turn around and we can tell you the saga of trying to figure out this stupid U-Haul.
I know, it's way more complicated than that.
So, yesterday, we got a notification that they upgraded us to a 26-foot van. For clarification, we don't even need the 20-foot. The 20-foot was more just like to make sure we had enough room before we realized how much stuff we were going to be able to move prior to the move. So, A, we were worried about them charging us more for something we don't even need. B, Charles is like...
I'm not trying to drive a 26-foot long U-Haul.
Yeah, he's already worried about the 20-foot. Rightfully so. I mean, like, that's stressful. So, Charles calls them, and they're like, oh, well, we were just going to give you a free upgrade. And we're like, that's fine. Like, that's cool, but, like, we would prefer the 20-foot. So they said, okay, well, we'll have to move you to a different location, but they open at 9, but we'll just make sure that they leave the instructions and, like, the key in a lockbox for you so you can pick it up at 7 when you need it. So then, that place closes at 6. At 6:19, like the new place, at 6:19, we are at my senior banquet, and I get a notification that they changed our pickup to 9 o'clock. Which, like, granted, in the long run, probably would have been okay. But I just messaged them and I was like, hey, we were told that we could still keep our 7 a.m. pickup and that they would just, like, have the truck ready for us. Like, is there any chance that we can? And they literally respond, oh, well, they didn't set it up for that, so it'd have to be at 9. Which is crazy because the lady specifically told Charles,
Yeah,
like,
I remember directly that, like, she was like, yes, they won't be open, but they'll have, like, the text will include instructions on how to get everything set up. So I was like, oh, okay, great.
So then I reply, because they were like, if you'd prefer for us to find a different location. And I was like, well, kind of, because Charles's friends are supposed to get here at 9. And, like I said, we want to have the truck here, and, like, then Charles doesn't have to drive the U-Haul for the first time when there's, like, a ton of people out. So I was like, well, if there is another location, like, could we switch to that? And I was like, we're even willing to, like, downgrade to the 15-foot because I think we'd be fine. And I was like, we don't need to, like, have a price reduction or anything. Like, we'll pay for the 20-foot if you just want to give it. Like, I was like, I really don't care, but, like, if there's a way we can do it at 7 o'clock or even 8 o'clock, like, not 2 hours after we requested it. And keep in mind, we requested this U-Haul over a month ago. So they've been, and then I get a notification, they switched us back to the same location we started at with a 20-foot truck still, which means that they probably already had it. I'm wondering if they kicked somebody else out.
I wonder.
In which case, I'm like, I hope we, so we're gonna get there a little early because I have a slight suspicion that it's probably gonna be a bigger ordeal than it needs to be. But that's okay. The good news is we're going to take a photo of what the odometer's at when we get it, because I've heard some horror stories of U-Haul fudging the odometer reading. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be dandy. Okay guys, it's been a long day. It is now 7:15 and we are in the room. We finally have little Gomer here. He is under here hiding. The last time we moved him was 3 years ago, and he hid underneath the bed for probably like 2 to 3 days. So he just gets really nervous with new spaces, which is totally valid. So this is what we traveled with him in, because this was like the longest we've traveled with him since he was like a kitten. When he was a kitten, we took him all over and he loved it. But yes, he is, I don't know if you can see him, but he is under there. And we're gonna leave this crate here. Hi. Yeah, he's being really good. He's just a little nervous. Good morning. Happy Sunday, folks. And the last day of this vlog for real, because tomorrow we will start a new one. It is currently 8 o'clock, right around then. We are taking grad photos at 3. I forgot I was gonna self tan today. Well, last night, but thankfully I got the express tan, so I just have to put it on by like 11, because I'm only gonna leave it on for like an hour and a half, because I don't like to be like, I don't want it to be like a super drastic change, just like a little something. So that'll be good, because then I need to start getting ready by like 1-ish. We are currently working on unpacking. Charles is down with Jasper. Gomer's been very brave. He started to like poke his head out from around the bed, which is good. Charles just brought in the dresser, so I can start putting the dresser together. And then yeah, we will go from there. Trying to figure out like the best plan. We were gonna put a bookshelf in here, but honestly it does not match the vibes very well, and it's like completely different color. And we had put it in the hallway, and like honestly I don't hate it there. So I think like my fun books are gonna go up there, and we will call that good. But yes, next step is going to be grabbing the drawers so I can put them in here and get a little unpacked. This is the Gomer update. He's loafing. He has slightly adventured out, but has not left the bed. He has food and water right there. His litter box is over there. And he's just chilling out, hanging out. Everything that I can do is pretty much done in here. I have filled up my drawers. They're so full. I decluttered so much, and yet somehow I have less space. Don't know how. I need to bring up the laundry hamper so I can start laundry. I need Charles's help to put that away, and that's Charles's clothes, so I'm gonna let him put that away how he wants. And then I'm taking all the bags and I'm gonna pack them up in this one so that we can keep them for whenever our next move is. And then, yep, Goober's still laying. Now we're gonna start working our way into the hallway. So much of that is literally just like empty boxes I need to break down. But there are a few boxes that's like actually need to be unpacked, so we will see how that goes.